Okay, so there's a bunch of small matches. I'm going to do one larger one. So, James Ellsworth was released recently. And I'll be honest, it's hard to think of a guy with a better year. Started out as random enhancement talent for Strowman. Any man with two hands has a fighting chance. Went on to sell a t-shirt, which sold, from what I heard, very well. So he made a mint off a photo of him, kind of like, well, he hit the chin. Then he got to be involved in last year's Survivor Series. He helped eliminate Braun Strowman. The 2017 Royal Rumble. He also got involved, whether you didn't like it or not, in the world's first women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Then he got involved in both of them. He had one of the first intergender matches that we've had in, I think it's the Attitude Era. He got to main event SmackDown. He beat AJ Styles in a ladder match. That's an amazing career. But the guy seems humble. When he was let go, he thanked everyone for allowing him to live his dream. So, hey, he can live off of either the residuals that he made off the E. From what I heard, he runs his own promotion. He can probably still do the whole, like, former WWE superstar, James Ellsworth. He can probably even do the autograph signing bit and use that and have a pretty significant career. So, hey, good job. There's a new acquisition for 205 Live, Hideo Itami. Itami, or Kenta, hadn't had the best run at NXT. I'll put it this way. Kenta debuted before Finn Balor. Finn Balor's been on the main roster for over a year. Hideo had injuries. Plagued him the whole time. So when he was signed, he was one of the biggest acquisitions. Since then, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Rude, McIntyre, Adam Cole, Bebe. Bebe! I mean, they've acquired a lot of talent. NXT just become the place to be. Actually, Austin Aries was after Hideo Itami. So a lot of people have come and subsequently gone since Kenta was signed at NXT. It'll be unique seeing him in 205 Live. Hopefully that his run there is better than how it ended for Neville and Austin Aries. And now, speaking of rated NXT talent, Raw, Paige showed back, and she looked healthy. Crowd went nuts for her, and I was like, this is weird. They've also great female talent. Paige comes back, and you realize, yeah, she's very much a complete package. It's a unique look, solid in ring, and when she's allowed to kind of be herself, a good promo. But she didn't come alone. She came with Daria Baron, Sonya Deville. I think Daria Baronato's it's a strong name. But Sonya Deville, I hope they change her entrance music, because at NXT it was lightsabers. And Mandy Rose. So, you got a good centerpiece. It looks like Mandy Rose has packed on some muscle, and she was pretty good in her time in NXT. I like her using Angel's Wings as a finisher. Works well. And they've got a former MMA fighter who, actually, towards the end of her NXT run, her put your hair up and square up, not a bad catchphrase. And she puts together a pretty solid match. And if anything, Sonya Deville will help get the crowd used to someone wrestling like Shayna Baszler when she shows up sooner or later, or Ronda Rousey. So, solid group, brought them in well. Not to be outdone, SmackDown debuted 3 women. Ruby Riott. Unique look, solid character, good in the ring. I often thought I would love to have seen Paige and Ruby Riott either be a tag team, like a group, because they have a look like you can just go, oh, you make sense together. Why not be a unit? Brought her in this random heel. Okay. She looks different a little bit, like, oh, look at her with the weird tattoos and the... She looks better with the long hair, the long hair and the dark makeup and just the piercings. Oh, she's just a freak dancing to the beat of her own drum, and she's bad. But then they pair her up with Sarah Logan, who has indie cred, but was unimpressive during the Mae Young Classic, for the most part, and she did a couple matches for NXT that were okay. So they had a lot of room to build her up. And Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, very athletic, former girlfriend of Enzo Amore. But in NXT, she was still green. She had flashes when you went, she's got, if she can just get the moves to flow together, she's got potential. So Raw got Paige, easily one of the last superstars that the E has made from a women's division standpoint, with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So two former Tough Enough contestants. Okay. Mandy Rose has the classic diva look, but she can go in the ring. Sonya Deville has a great, unique, new look. And it's much more of that, here's an actual female athlete feel and design, and as a woman's mixed martial artist. You know, easy for the crowd to understand. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, there's much more of an upward climb for those two. The crowd chant NXT and the crowd Ruby Riott. Good. They should chant those names. So it's interesting to see both of them pick up 3 women. I do think Raw definitely got the better end of the deal. SmackDown got a Raw deal. But you need to see how they're going to push forward with this. It also means, too, that for poor Ember Moon, Ember, Sonya Deville, they had some chemistry. Ember, Ruby Riott had some chemistry. So now they need to really, really build up the women's division on NXT. Unless they signed quite a bit more of them from the Mae Young Classic. If they signed a couple more names from there, they could have an incredibly stacked women's division.